Welcome in, everybody. We are live, and it is time for the return of WWE Main Event, but instead of it being a weekly show, it's like a Clash of a Champions type show, and it is probably the next biggest stop before we get to Survivor Series. We are just 3 streams away from the biggest show in the history of WWE, where the WWE will be put up for sale in the winter of Mr. McMahon's Tournament from Hell. And we are going to have here on this broadcast not only 8 action-packed matches plus 1 bonus matchup, but we are going to give you the card and the rundown of Mr. McMahon's Tournament from Hell. So be on the lookout for that. This is where we are on the Universe Mode calendar here at the end of week number 3 in November. And let's not waste any more time. We're going to jump right into the action. But first, we want to let you know all the various places that you can follow TB Sports: Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Patreon, Streamlabs, and Ko-fi. If you want to help support the channel, on the right side of the screen is how you do it. And you're going to want to sign up at Patreon because we have a steel cage match coming your way and an exclusive bonus WWE Dark episode of Main Event. But we are kicking it off live. Here we are, yes. Main Event. 9 action-packed matches, 8 of them coming your way here on Twitch and on YouTube. 9 total if you're a member with us over at Patreon. Anaheim, we're in the pond. That's the site of WrestleMania 12, right? And WrestleMania 2000. They got 2 paper WrestleManias close together, almost like New Orleans when they had 30 and 34. But we are kicking things off here with the United States Championship on the line. 3 championships on the line here this evening. And you can see it is going to be Austin Theory, and in his corner, Matt Riddle and Johnny Gargano of Evolve. And he's defending the U.S. Championship against Batista with Triple H and Ric Flair in his corner. Evolution versus Evolve coming up at the Survivor Series. Quick shout out as well, Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much for all that you do to help support the channel. You guys help keep this channel alive, help us continue to make content for you guys. So thank you so much to our Patreon supporters. Appreciate all that you guys do, and I hope you'll enjoy the steel cage match coming your way in your bonus exclusive matchup. So back live at the pond here in Anaheim. Is it still the pond? Do they call it the pond? Is that arena still? I don't even know. Let me look. I know it was always the pond. The pond in Anaheim. Because don't the Sharks still play there? No, it would be the Mighty Ducks. Let's look. Pond in Anaheim. The Honda Center, they call it now, huh? Formerly the Arrowhead Pond. Man, the Pond is such a better name. Why couldn't they call it the Honda Pond or something? That would have been a good name. Anyway, here he is. Batista stepping into a WWE ring for the first time in a long time. So if you guys, a little bit of a history here if you're just tuning in for the first time. Of course, Matt Riddle, Randy Orton, as you guys know, RK Bro, they were the team, and Matt Riddle turned his back on Randy Orton. We have not seen Randy Orton since that attack, and here comes Evolution as they wanted to get a bit of revenge for their fallen brother-in-arms, Randy Orton, and they are challenging Evolve, which is Matt Riddle, Austin Theory, Johnny Gargano, to a Survivor Series elimination matchup coming up at the Survivor Series. We still don't know Randy Orton. His career continues to be a huge question mark whether or not he will return to the squared circle or not. But this was originally going to be a non-title matchup, but Austin Theory suffering a defeat on SmackDown, and Jack Tunney says, you know what? You can't keep up the winning ways. You're the champ. You're going to have to put the title on the line. So Batista with an opportunity to win the United States Championship here going into Survivor Series with Triple H, Ric Flair at ringside, and there is Evolve. Evolve versus Evolution. These guys all came up through Evolve. Matt Riddle, Johnny Gargano, Austin Theory. I mean, former Evolve champions all up and down. And they came together. It was Gargano and Theory who were together for a while as a tag team and then formed up with Matt Riddle after Kevin Owens abandoned the team, the KO way, and he went with the Heyman Empire. That left Gargano and Theory out there, and Matt Riddle says, come with me, former brothers of Evolve. And here we go. Now, I got to skip this animation. Oh, come on. Because it, believe it or not, will give you a copyright claim on YouTube, that championship animation, because it's the same animation that I guess is in WWE TV. So, kicking it off, 4 matches. This is going to be a two-part special. So it's going to be uploaded in 2 parts on YouTube. But you guys are going to get the full stream if you're watching with us on Twitch or if you're watching with us on Patreon. These episodes are going to come out January 5th and January 6th on YouTube 2024. So if you want to get it early and ad-free, patreon.com/tbsports27, the place to be. And you can also join us live on Twitch, and that's where you can chat along with us. But here we go, the first of 3 championships to be decided here on Main Event. And this is kind of a big fight feel. Like I said, Main Event used to be a weekly show here on the channel, and we're still open. Maybe the new management or something, we might still bring it back, but it's kind of moved into almost a Clash of the Champions type role here. And you're going to see some gut check matches, 3 of them on this card, where 3 matches of superstars will get the opportunity to get the call-up to WWE from NXT. Batista! Did he just start this one off with a Batista bomb right off the bat? Hoisting up the United States champion and putting him into the ground. Now, if you're familiar with our previous Universe Mode, of course, Batista, in recent memory, won the WWE Championship. That's right, he came in, and he was running the show for The Rock. As you guys know, The Rock was the owner of Monday Night Raw, and, of course, he has commitments in Hollywood, so he would get some of his buddies from time to time to step in and take the reins while he was off filming movies, and one of those friends for a period of time was Batista. And Batista ended up getting involved with Brock Lesnar and JBL, and at the Survivor Series, which is oddly enough what we're coming up on, Batista defeated Brock Lesnar to win the WWE Championship. However, he would go on to lose it the very next night on Raw, when there would be a fatal 4-way ladder match involving CM Punk and Money in the Bank and all that. CM Punk would cash in, win the championship, and that would set off his feud with The Fiend at WrestleMania. So early on, Batista really taking it to Austin Theory. First time ever matchup here, Austin Theory and the Animal Batista. So while Batista, maybe in real life, it's not quite stepped into a WWE ring in quite some time, he certainly has at least Universe Mode experience recently, having competed and won the WWE Championship not too long ago. And Batista into a cover here on to the champ, and Austin Theory powers out at a count of 2. What's he got setting up here? Oh my God, a little torture rack. He's got Austin Theory up. Oh yeah, that's a modified torture rack to Austin Theory. And Theory with those elbows. Ooh, look at that, hitting Batista right in the cheekbone. Oh my God, Batista, look at how powerful Batista is. Theory came in point blank range with that clothesline, and it just like brushed off of Batista. Suplex into a cover. No, well, I don't know what happened there. A little hesitation from Batista. Maybe he's not ready to be U.S. champion. I don't know. As a reminder, as we are streaming this one live with you guys, I am on call this week with my work, so I I have the on-call iPhone here. If it rings, I'll have to pause the episode and take the call. And for our YouTube purposes, because we do all these and break them up into YouTube videos, I'll probably end the episode there. Or, because usually I have to do something on the phone. But, yeah, so either way, just keep that in mind, that if the phone rings, I'm going to have to address whatever the situation might be. Elbow drop from the top, Austin Theory, and now, hold on a minute. No way, he's got Batista up. Is that going to be enough to put the animal away? No, only a 2 count. Theory had him. This U.S. Championship in Universe Mode has seen quite a few new champions over the months that we've been streaming here. From Apollo Crews to, of course, Austin Theory. Finn Balor is in the mix. Damian Priest. Swerve Strickland a number of times before he became a kill shot. Austin Theory's always got a championship, though. Between the U.S. and Intercontinental Championship, he's always got some kind of gold. Oh, what a shot by Theory. Taking down the animal drop kick. Staggering Batista. Sends the animal crumbling to the mat. And oh my God. Ushigoroshi right back of the head. Cover to Batista. And that did it. That was a knockout blow. Austin Theory retains the United States Championship. He knocked out Batista with the blow to the back of his head while he's up now. Oh my God, Austin Theory, folks. He is still United States champion, and oh my, of course, is not done. And the attack on the outside of the ring, Triple H, Ric Flair, jumped by Johnny Gargano and Matt Riddle. Batista sent into the steel steps, ladies and gentlemen. Survivor Series, Evolve versus Evolution elimination matchup. My God. Evolution, not gonna soon forget that. All right, we have our very first gut check match here. Carmella, who is your NXT Women's Champion, is going one-on-one with Liv Morgan of the Riot Squad. If Carmella wins, then she will get promoted to the main roster, and Liv Morgan will be relegated to NXT. If Liv Morgan wins, then Carmella stays in NXT, and Liv Morgan will stay on the main roster. So our first of 3 gut check opportunities here on Main Event. Carmella winning the NXT Women's Championship several months ago on, I believe, at our In Your House stream that we did. And she's been defending that title quite frequently, mainly in a feud with Raquel Rodriguez. And she would defeat Raquel Rodriguez on our episode of WWE Dark, where she would qualify and get this opportunity here against Liv Morgan and a chance to come up to the main roster. And here's Liv Morgan, who, according to the power rankings in this game, one of the lower rated superstars on the roster, but she's mainly been in the with the Riot Squad, which is Rhea Ripley, Shotzi. Oh, we got an attack coming on here. I'm looking down talking about the history, but Carmella, you telling me she wants to come up to the main roster, the NXT Women's Champion, starting this one off in a fury here against Liv Morgan, and maybe that's the best thing for Carmella. Of course, Carmella, the accolades, former women's champion, former Money in the Bank, former two-time Money in the Bank winner. She's won tag team gold as well, but recently went down to NXT and has found some success there, and obviously is ready to move back up here to the main WWE roster. Liv Morgan hammered away at Carmella here. First gut check match we still have coming up later this evening. We have, actually, I just realized I'm gonna have to do a quick edit because I wasn't thinking right. It's Legado del Fantasma and the Viking Raiders. I think I put Imperium and the Viking Raiders in my pre-show, so I'm gonna have to edit that. And then Braun Breaker, he's gonna be going one-on-one with Akira Tozawa. That's gonna be your hour 1 main event here on Main Event. Of course, your hour 2 main event, your part 2 main event, which will be going up tomorrow, January 6th, 2024 on YouTube, is going to be Edge defending the Undisputed Championship against Kevin Owens. Carmella's regained, or I should say Liv Morgan has regained control in this matchup. This is your first of 3 gut check matches here on WWE Main Event. Liv Morgan, head of steam off the ropes. Oh, maybe spent a little too much time in the ropes. They're just trading blows right now, and Carmella scoops up Morgan. Scorpion death drop onto Liv Morgan on the canvas, and has her in a seated position now, hammering away. Referee's got to watch those closed fists. Make sure we don't have anything nefarious going on there. And Carmella again hammering away. She has raised her stock, and you know, we use the word relegation because that's kind of what they use in the soccer world when you're a last place team and you get relegated. And it's almost to make it seem like NXT, obviously you want to be on the main roster because that's where the big money is. That's the prime time, the big arenas and all that. Going to NXT, that's not a career killer either. And you see with Carmella, who did have a main roster run, went back to NXT and has completely raised her stock. And if she came up with a win here, I can only imagine how much more her stock would raise coming up to the main roster. We've seen multiple competitors, Jordan Devlin, who came up, who, when Main Event was a regular weekly show, was able to pull off some big wins and got some wins over Randy Orton and Matt Riddle, and he was able to get the call up to the main roster here. So an opportunity, if Liv Morgan were to come away with a loss, as instead of being the third member of a Riot Squad, maybe she continues to move up the ranks here. But Liv Morgan, she's not hearing any of that right now. Completely taking Carmella out with repeated blows into the barricade. Forget about it. Carmella is the NXT Women's Champion. Of course, we have the NXT Champion Samoa Joe, who came up short in his attempt to qualify, as he came up just a little bit late against Braun Breaker, taking the loss there. Carmella back in control, submission locked in, like a camel clutch here. Carmella blocking that one. Cover on to Liv Morgan. That might just do it, folks. Liv Morgan gets the shoulder up. Carmella, super kick, that might, and Liv Morgan is out again. from the top and hits the splash. The block by Liv Morgan. What an effort. And Liv Morgan, we're talking about raising stock. She's raised her stock in this matchup with the NXT Women's Champion. These two stealing the show right now. Scorpion death drop onto Liv Morgan. Stomp. Oh, broke the elbow there? I'm not sure. Coming from behind, drop kick to the back of the head. Carmella, super kick, nails it again. Surely she can't kick out a third time, huh, Shirley? Carmella cannot believe this. Liv Morgan. Oh, she cannot hang on. And Carmella is officially part of the WWE roster. Kick out after kick out after kick out. And Carmella had to lock in the submission, and it was too much for Liv Morgan to handle. What a fight that we just saw. What a matchup that was. Unbelievable. I might end up breaking this into 3 parts instead, because that was so good. Hour 1, hour 2, hour 3, huh?
Here is your winner, Carmella.
So Liv Morgan. That and the bigger story here is the Riot Squad has now lost a member. Liv Morgan. She'll go to NXT. She'll face relegation and head down to NXT. Carmella, now part of the main roster. All right, we'll make this our Hour 1 main event, 24/7 championship on the line. Of course, it's 24/7 rules, so you know what that means. No disqualification, no countouts, pinfalls count anywhere in the building. So here we go. Hour 1 main event. Your second championship match of the evening.
It's a Falls Count Anywhere match. It is for the 24/7 championship.
So here's Big E, winner of the 24/7 championship recently in addition, I think it was on Raw. And then Big Boss Man winning his championship back. And here they are now. Typically, 24/7 championship, as you guys know, by the very nature of the name. Titles on the line 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is one match where I have not heard backstage many people getting involved. These are two heavy hitters, and I don't think there's too many people that want to get in the way of the Big Boss Man and Big E. I'll just say that. We're going to skip past the championship animation again for copyright issues. But yeah, you're going to have to be pretty brave or dumb or something to get in between Big E and the Big Boss Man with the 24/7 championship on the line here. So this will be the third meeting for these two over the 24/7 championship. And what a run Good Lord, you guys see those laters? This title is had here in our universe mode between Big Boss Man, Drew McIntyre, of course, Big E, a former champion. The title spent a couple months in New Japan when Akira Tozawa took the title to Japan. And we had Shingo Takagi and Hiromu Takahashi, Zack Sabre Jr. They were all former 24/7 champions. Sheamus, 24/7 champion as well. So we've had quite a few of them, and this has been, I don't know, quite an interesting championship here. Gut punch here for the Big Boss Man, and Big E sent up and into the cover here. Kick out there for Big E. Boss Man, pretty famous feud with Drew McIntyre over the 24/7 championship, culminating in an ambulance match and a jailhouse match. And Big Boss Man back on top here once he got out of the hospital, and now back. You know, Drew McIntyre, that's somebody I can see getting involved in maybe trying to get in between these two behemoths, but not many other guys I can see getting in that mix. Into the buckle. Do we just get blood? We're going to get the strawberry jelly right across the face of Big E. Boss Man picks him up. This is what I'm talking about. There's not many folks you're going to see on either end. Big E picking up Boss Man or Boss Man picking up Big E that can do that kind of thing. As he's got Big E up again and into the buckle. And yeah, you can see Big E is busted open. We might have to go WCW style, get the wide cam out. 24/7 champion, very much in control. But not enough for that early pinfall attempt. This has been, we're 2 matches in. This has been an incredible special so far. WWE main event. Boss Man. Just right now. Oh, and Big E is up. It was all Boss Man in the early going, and something just woke up in Big E. Oh, and there's a shot at the Boss Man. Puts Big E down. Whew. You know, Big E got the big meaty muscle there up front, you know, or that would have been a loss, I think, for anybody else in this division. Gut punch, and that's a lot of belly for Big E. Oh, yeah, he's going to take the wind right out of the Boss Man into the buckle. Oh, my God. Look at this. Is he hitting a little low? I don't know. Big E. Oh, clubbing blow to the back. All right, it is 24/7. It is hardcore rules, so we're getting our first weapons involved here in this one. Boss Man to his feet and cracked right over the head with the steel chair. Could he be setting up for the big ending? No, not quite yet. Doesn't quite have him just yet. Big E picks him up. Look at the strength of Big E onto the Boss Man. There it is. Big ending. He hit the chair into the cover and only a 2 count. Unbelievable. Big E seconds away from retaining the WWE 24/7 Championship. Look at this. E. Big Boss Man in a counter to the gut. Oh, sidewalk slam. Only a 2 count. This is why we need to break this up into 3 parts. This is too much. This is too much for 2 hours. This is a 3 hour. Hour 1, hour 2, hour 3. Blow after blow raining down from Big E into the steel chair. Could we be a big ending away? Instead, he just throws all his weight right into the Big Boss Man. Oh, 2.5. 2.5, folks. What's E got planned now? He's got... Oh, he was setting up the Boss Man for something. And a counter. Up and over. Pinfalls count anywhere for the 24/7 championship. Elbow drop to the inside, to the outside of the ring. Referee, he's got to get outside the ring into the cover. Only a 2 count. Oh my God. Big E, he wants more plunder. Singapore Kane is out now. He wants there to be more blood spilled. Oh! Shattered. Singapore Kane shattered by the Big Boss Man. Boss Man countered by Big E. Big haymaker ducked under by the Boss Man. And that might be it. It's not. Unbelievably, the 24/7 championship match will continue here at the Arrowhead Pond. Big E, he was looking for the sidewalk slam, countered out of it. Collision there, boot to the midsection, clubbing blow to the back. Big E, 24/7 championship on the line. Big ending. Big ending onto the Big Boss Man into the cover. And we have a new 24/7 champion. What a matchup. What a match we just saw for the WWE 24/7 championship. Continues to be the hardest hitting division in the WWE. What a first hour we saw. We saw Evolution and Evolve get into a brawl. We saw Carmella get promoted to the main roster. We're going to have to crown a new NXT Women's Champion. The Riot Squad is broken up. And we have a brand new WWE 24/7 champion. Now a two-time 24/7 champion in Big E. My goodness, that was just the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for the first part here. We have another gut check match coming your way in part 2 of WWE Main Event. Follow us, subscribe on YouTube. This next episode coming your way tomorrow. For those of you watching with us on Twitch or on Patreon, Main Event continues up next. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.